Hey everyone, it's Takia, and I'm actually going to do like a kind of a mega video blog for this one because actually I haven't really been doing any much vlogging for the last few days just because I've been so busy. Now the things that I'm going to be doing, or pretty much discussing the events on day 5, 6 and 7, 3 days worth of information into this one video. Now, day 5 happened to be the day that I was leaving Kyoto. That said, the day that we left Kyoto, we didn't leave until somewhere about 11 PM. So we pretty much had most of the day left to do anything. Now, the guys, they went off to Denden again. They went to a few of the temples and shrines on the way, but they went back to Denden. For me personally, I actually decided to do a solo trip this time around. I actually went to the main temples and shrines within Kyoto, which are Kiyomizu-dera, Ginkakuji, and Kinkakuji. Do not get those last two mixed up, they actually are slightly different. But yeah, I went on a solo trip myself for those sites. I'm actually, as I said in the other videos, I am a history buff, so I do like to go see my history. It may not have been modern history, but it is history. So yeah, I went to Kiyomizu-dera, and I gotta say, Kiyomizu-dera must be the most beautiful place I've visited so far. It is stunning, absolutely stunning. The sheer scale of it, it's insane. It is a temple that was built, I have no clue, probably 500 years ago, it could be more than that. But it is a huge temple that overlooks a cliff, and then you can actually get to the point, to such a high point in the temple that you actually look over the cliff, and it looks stunning. There are other attractions on Kiyomizu-dera as well, one being the Love Stone, where the legend says that if you walk from one stone to the other Love Stone blindfolded, or pretty much close your eyes, and you do happen to make it without any interruption or without getting any assistance, then you actually, as the legend foretells, you get eternal love with somebody of your choice. I did see some people doing it, actually they look pretty silly doing it, because they were bumping into stuff, or they were getting, there's a whole bunch of people around them saying move away, or stuff like that. So yeah, I didn't want to do that. I look like an absolute idiot doing it. The other attraction on Kiyomizu-dera would be also the I can't remember what the name of it, but there is a spring where you can actually drink water from the spring itself, and there's actually 3 springs. They're actually different streams, actually 3 different streams. And one stream will be a specific characteristic. So one stream will be for love, the other one will be for wealth, I think. The other one and the last one for health. I'm not entirely sure, but I definitely know one is for love. Because apparently one of my friends told me that, oh, did you go drink the water? I was like, yeah, I did. I think I did the middle one, and I think they did told me that it was the love one. I have no idea why I chose that one, because I just thought that, you know, just drink from any of them randomly and it would just be okay. But apparently I chose the love one. So yeah, there was a place where you could actually drink the water directly from the stream itself. It was flowing down from a cliff above, and people were just getting cups. Like they get these long sticks with a cup on the end, and you just pretty much point it out and you grab water and you just drink directly from the cup itself. I did try it myself. Just tastes like water, really. I didn't see anything significant about it. It doesn't taste anything special. So I guess it's just water, but it's a legend thing, and you know, it's an experience again. But yeah, Kiyomizu-dera, huge place. There's a huge temple. You know, there's Buddha statues. Absolutely beautiful place. If you're in Kyoto and you have to go see something, definitely go see Kiyomizu-dera. It's one of the most beautiful places you'll ever see. The other places we went to would be I went to myself would be, the next one would be Ginkakuji. Now this is, don't get this mixed up with the other one, but Ginkakuji, nothing special about it really. It's pretty much a huge garden, that's all I can say about it. You go in, you just follow a path, and you see some beautiful scenery, but 10 minutes later you're at the end already, you're at the end of a line, and pretty much the end of the whole location really. You just walk through the path, take snaps of, you know, beautiful. It's actually, it's a stunning place. It's still beautiful. It's very nice. It does look like a traditional Japanese garden in a way, but it is pretty short. You just follow the track, and within 10 minutes you're done already. And it happened to be the most expensive one to get admission into. It was 500 yen compared to the other two. I think Kiyomizu-dera was only 200 yen, and Kinkakuji was only about 400 yen. So it was the most expensive and the most least to do or see. that said, it was beautiful. It's a beautiful place still. Ginkakuji, I wouldn't say that I would recommend going to it, but if you have the time or you want to see more stuff, definitely try to fit it into your itinerary. It is kind of worth the time. Last place I visited would be Kinkakuji. Now, don't get this mixed up. Yeah, this is Ki. Last one, Ginkakuji, is spelled Gi. So Kinkakuji is actually one main temple there, but it happens to be the most stunning temple you'll probably ever see in your life. It is a temple that is pretty much painted in gold. Yes, it's a gold temple. The whole thing is painted in gold, and it just looks absolutely crazy, insane. Nothing you'll see ever on this earth. Stunningly beautiful. I know I've been using the word stunning so many times, and it's pretty much gone out of context now, but I'll just say again, it's stunning. It's really, really stunning. Absolutely beautiful. It's the only thing you'll probably see. It's the only thing you'll see at Kinkakuji is that one gold temple, but it's so beautiful. There was so many tourists at the time as well. There was a whole bunch of people just lining up in front of the temple itself, trying to get a snap with it. But yeah, it's so beautiful. And you actually, on the trail, you actually do manage to get up pretty close to it, and you can actually see it, you know, just only a few meters away from you, and it looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And sun shining on it, it just glows. It's so beautiful, stunning. So yeah, Kiyomizu-dera, Kinkakuji are my two must-go places in Kyoto. They're so beautiful, stunning. And if you're definitely one of those, you know, historical or, you know, love to go sightseeing, you have to go fit those in. Ginkakuji, yeah, if you have the time or just, you know, need more places to go, go Ginkakuji. Unfortunately, there was one place I was trying to fit in as well, but I happened to miss out on it, which is Osaka Castle. Yeah, it's not in Kyoto, and I had to go, you know, it's an hour's trip away. Osaka Castle, it happens to be that I got there 10 minutes before closing, and they told me it was closed. So yeah, I just wasted about $30 on a train ticket. Actually, for 2 tickets already, from one to go there and one to go back here. Not here, back to Kyoto. So yeah, wasted the money. Didn't happen to get to see it, so it was a shame. But you know, hopefully next time, if I do come back here to Japan, I would like to go see Osaka Castle. So yeah, that was the last day of Kyoto. Visited temples by myself. Beautiful, beautiful places. Finally got to do some proper sightseeing. You know, none of this electronic stuff or going to see anime stuff again. You know, I do like my anime, but you know, there's certain times where I just want, you know, I just don't want to see any more of it. Just want to go see the real Japan, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, last day of Kyoto. Kyoto, you're stunning. It was a beautiful place. Thank you so much for having me there. I love your what would you say, city, Kyoto City, Osaka City. Beautiful. Definitely go there. Yeah, if you have the time or if you're planning to go to Japan. So the next part is that at 11 PM, yeah, we got an overnight bus to Tokyo. It was horrible. On a bus was pretty bad. It's not as bad as the 8-hour plane ride. Did I say plane ride? Plane flight from the Gold Coast to here in Japan. The seats were pretty much upright, so it was impossible for me to sleep. But yeah, got to Tokyo. First thing we did was pretty much go into Akihabara to see the things. I did take some snaps from it. We did go to some of the stores. There's one random store, Mandarake, which is like a used second-hand store really, but it's quite a lot of it's brand new. There's figurines, games, anime, manga, doujins, you name it, it's there. So yeah, we went to Akihabara. First thing we got to Tokyo. The reason why we were in Akihabara, actually I have no clue why we were in Akihabara. We could have gone anywhere else, but the day we got into Tokyo happened to be the same night that we had to start camping out for Comiket. So yeah, got to Tokyo, put our bags down in this hostel here, you can see right now. And then we had to go out and start lining up already for Comiket. Now, the guys, well, a few of the guys, they've been through Comiket already, the line up process and, you know, the whole experience. They told me it's horrible. It's one of the worst experiences you'll go through. I personally didn't think it would be that bad, but trust me, it is that bad. It is bad. The worst thing I've done in my life. Where do I start? It was freezing cold. It was freezing cold at night. Dropped down to the single digits somewhere. Really, really cold. you had nowhere to sleep. You mean there was probably hundreds of thousands of people out there camping out for Comiket the next day, camping out, and you pretty much had spaces like that big. You mean barely to fit yourself, and you know you can't really stretch out much. Or you know, stand up, you stretch, yeah, that's okay, but you couldn't really stretch out your legs when you were on the ground. So yeah, it was tiring. It was kind of noisy at times. You know, there was people there playing with their PSPs, or there was people talking, so it was pretty much impossible to get to sleep. So yeah, freezing cold, you know, sitting on the ground, so it's not comfortable. There's noise everywhere. That's why I still kind of sound sleep deprived, because I haven't got any proper sleep for about 48 hours so far. So I just want to get some sleep. So yeah, the lining up process was just horrible. It lasted for about 12 hours. Yeah, we got there at about 9 PM somewhere. We got to about 12. At 12 they started moving us again. They started moving us closer to the Tokyo big site, which is where it was held. This time around we got to a car park somewhere in the big site. Another 3 hours wait. Then they moved us again to somewhere near the main entrance of the big site, where we actually camped out for the rest of the time. Yeah, and by the time I got to the second moving, which is from the outside to the car park, I was completely sleepy. I don't know. I think I was pretty much I don't know. I think I was kind of sleepwalking in a way. I mean, I was so tired, absolutely dead. And apparently, my friends told me by about 4, or I think it was like 3 or 4 AM, I was completely gone. I was sleeping on. I put my head down on somebody's bag, and apparently I was knocked out cold. No pun intended, but yeah, I was knocked out cold. I was pretty much, I couldn't be waking up apparently until roughly about 5 AM, where me, Stephen, and the other Stephen, we actually managed to find a cafe. We went to the cafe, got some coffee, and it was heated up. It was heated inside, so we pretty much stayed there till they kicked us out.